it's your girl Ray. Have not uploaded a video in some time, so I'm sorry about that. There's been a lot going on and all that stuff. But this video I'm doing today is a requested video. Someone wanted me to go a little bit deeper in about talking about the school that I go to, SUNY Oswego, and how it's like. So I'm gonna get into it. I might take food breaks. I'm hungry, I'm tired. This is probably gonna be the most unprofessional video if you see me do. I really don't care, to be honest, not to sound rude. But okay. Let's jump into it. So before I start this video, I wanna say Happy New Year to everyone or whatever and stuff. Sorry for not being consistent. I'm gonna try to be more consistent. There's been a lot going on. Yeah. But anyways, also going into this video, I want to say that the person who requested this video and also whoever else may look at this video and use it to know more about SUNY Oswego, I would just say, you know, this is my experience, you know, so excuse me, take everything I say with a grain of salt. Like, just because I don't like something doesn't mean you're not gonna like it, or if I like something you may not like it, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, take what I say to you about my experience, but just don't run with it, you know what I'm saying? Like, decipher your own stuff and how you feel about the school as well. But I'm gonna be 100% honest on everything. So first, I'm gonna start off talking about staying in the dorms. So the dorm I stayed in was called Oneida Hall, and it was on the west side of campus. I think that's what they call it, the west side. And so the campus is divided up between the west side and Lakeside. So many people might know, when you come visit the school, they give you a tour of Lakeside, and Lakeside has the more, you know, updated rooms. It's really nice. It's completely different from the west side. So sometimes people may be like, oh, Dad, like if you end up on the west side, which is like Oneida or Cayuga or Onondaga, it's not gonna look like Lakeside stuff, whatever. But staying on Oneida, I actually kind of liked it a lot. It wasn't bad or whatever at all. The only thing I did not like about Oneida is that the elevator would be broke almost every week. Like, it was annoying. Definitely more, I feel like, in the summertime, partly because of the weather than in the winter. But that was the only thing that was annoying. What else? Oneida Hall, they have 4 floors. I was on the 4th floor. I think now it's last semester, I don't know about this semester, but last semester it was the dorm was closed down for, I think, COVID cases, like for students who catch COVID to quarantine there. But when I was staying there, I was also too in my hall. I was like Oneida's hall president. So that was kind of cool too. You know, it wasn't as much fun because when I came back to campus, well, my first semester on campus, you know, it was really COVID heavily. So everything we did, like, as in terms of, like, what's the word called? Like having events and stuff in the dorm, it was always on Zoom. So it was kind of whack, but I did experience it. I had a fun time, you know, being president of Oneida Hall, whatever. It was cool. It was dope. I miss my fellow, you know, vice presidents and secretaries, all that. They were dope people, so I miss them. But let me get back on subject. Oneida Hall was cool. I stayed on the 4th floor. I didn't really have no issues with Oneida. It was nothing that I was like, ugh. It was just sometimes the elevator. My room, though, on the 4th floor was very hot. When the heat came on, when I tell you that heat was on 120 degrees, like, I'm not even exaggerating. Like we would have people come over to our room and people be like, did you open the window? The window would be open. Did you turn the fan? The fan would be on, you know? So it was really hot. And I think also too, if you go to Oneida, the angle of the part of the building I was in, my room was at, there was no like real airflow circulating. Like, we would have days, like, the only time we could really get airflow is like if we opened the door, and sometimes it wouldn't even be a lot. And also too, you can't have, I mean, you can have your door open, but it's like, can't really feel comfortable, people walking by or whatever. But that was one thing too. So if you do get there, make sure you have a good fan for when it gets, when it's the heat comes on, because that heat was on. Woo! It was on. The bathrooms. Um, the bathrooms was just like your typical dorm bathrooms, you know. Some, you'd be surprised that a lot of people are now turning 18 and they don't even know how to clean the bathroom or even flush the toilet after themselves. Or when, for women of us, we get something called our menstruals and they're very nasty. Like a lot of girls will leave their pads out there, they won't flush the toilet, you'll see blood and poop in there. So it's like that. You have to learn how to just, you know, do what you can do to feel comfortable and clean in your environment, because there's going to be other people around you that aren't going to care, or they probably raised in a household that, you know, their parents did everything for them. So it's really hard. You have to understand that, like, you know, everyone grew up in a different household, came in a different environment. So just because you think of something that's common sense, it may not be common sense to the next person. Trust me. But yeah, that was pretty much it. We had it was pretty much cool. Night Hall was very chill. It was never no beef in the building, no issues, no problem. It seemed like everybody got along. Like, you say hi to everybody, you know. I feel like the most place you could really connect to people or meet new people was going to the laundry room. I feel like that was the place, because it's like we were so like in our rooms so much because of like the restrictions we had because of COVID. It was like when we went to the laundry room, it was like everybody was there, so you could meet new people, just talk, casual talk or whatever. So that was pretty cool. I also stayed on another dorm that was, oh my god, what's the name of this dorm? What's the name of this dorm? I just stayed there. I don't remember the name. Wow. It's not even like, I don't even have a picture of it. But it was right next to Oneida. No, it wasn't right next. It was like a little bit down, because it's Oneida, Onondaga, Cayuga, and that building. It's a tall building. I can't remember the name right now for nothing. I don't know how. But I stayed in there as well. I didn't like that building. It just gave me, I didn't like it. I liked Oneida Hall better. I didn't like that one though. But now I live off campus, so it doesn't even matter. But the dorms is like your typical dorms. I wish I had a video of my dorm. I don't have one no more. I would have added it to the video, but I don't think I have a video of the dorms. The dorms is like, you know, you get a twin bed. You get a closet. Like, the room is literally divided. So it's like your side and then your roommate's side. So you got your stuff. You get 2 dressers. You got a desk, the closet. And that's pretty much it that they give you. It's a lamp in the room. Sometimes it's a mirror on one of the sides of the wall. But that's pretty much all that they give you. Everything else, accessories, accessorize, you do that stuff yourself. What else could I talk about? That's pretty much it. I would say though, when you're moving into a dorm, make sure you have all the cleaning products that you need. To keep your room clean, but also sometimes if you feel like the bathroom is not clean and you're very like, you know, in the shower, you want to spray down, make sure you have that. Also, there's still COVID going around, so be careful. Next thing I would say is, if you know your roommate, if you know who your roommate is going to be ahead of time, you know, reach out, contact them. You know, I know some people, they reached out to their roommate ahead of time and they end up doing like, they'll find their themes of the room and each person will buy some stuff and they're like, you go in the room, you're like, wow, so y'all talked beforehand, you know what I mean? So I think it's good to like reach out to your roommate before you get there to kind of like break the ice in a sense. You won't feel so weird walking in, you know, and someone's there. It's like, hey, hi, how are you? You know? So definitely do that. Reach out to your roommate ahead of time. You know, yeah, you gotta be talking or nothing. Just say, hey, my name is da da da. I'm your new roommate, da da da. Little basic stuff. So when you guys do meet, you know, it's better. I would say also too, your first day there, maybe after you guys are finished unpacking, or maybe like 2 days after, because unpacking is annoying and you're still spending time with your family. You know, go out. I know like for Oswego, we have like, when the summertime is beautiful because it's the lake or whatever, and then there's something called Bev's Dairy Treats. It's an ice cream place. It's really good ice cream. And I would say like that's a perfect place to like you and your roommate to go and talk and walk and just, you know each other's like likes and dislikes. I think it's really good because you're gonna be in the room with this person for a whole semester so you can go home for an essential break. You know what I'm saying? So get to know the person, and tell each other what you don't do like that day, so like going down the road, there's no like, oh, I told you this or I told you that, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. So I think it's best you always have a connection with your roommate, They become your best friends, you know what I'm saying? So what else? So that's it for really much of the dorms. My experience here, how I like Oswego. I think Oswego's a good school academically. I think it's really good in terms of learning and the stuff that they teach you. Socially, I can't really talk so much crap socially because I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really got involved in some of the orgs and stuff on campus like I should have. But I would say I don't think the school really has school spirit. Really like when it was what's that thing called? Is it homecoming? I think it's homecoming. It happened like around October. Like I didn't know, and you just see these random people. Like it was just weird. Like they don't really have a lot of school spirit to me. I feel like, yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like a lot of times, I feel like for this school, I feel like if you don't make friends or if you don't put yourself out there, you're gonna be bored because the school really, yeah, you're gonna be bored. So I would say like for us, a school like Oswego, get involved. If there's a hobby you like, if you like soccer, find out the school has a soccer team if it's, there's a lot of like, there's the Black Student Union on campus, and all that stuff, definitely get involved if you like to do those certain things to make friends and stuff. What else I like about this school? I like that it's near the lake, and it's very beautiful and the weather is great. There's a lot of grass, green areas. So like when it's nice outside, you'll see everybody on the grass having picnics. People be having these speakers out playing. They be playing football. The guys, it just be like a vibe. Right now it's snowing outside. If I lift this up, you're gonna see snow. I don't want to do it, but it's just like a good vibe or whatever. What else do I like about this school? The bus is free to go like in the town of Oswego, so that's cool. There's also shuttle buses that move around campus. Me living off campus, there's a shuttle bus that goes to the campus as well. What else do I like about this school? That's really much it. What I dislike about this school, I hate the food. I think the food is, they could do better. They could do better. Like I said before, I don't think the school really has a lot of school spirit. I feel like that's pretty much. I think also too, I kind of dislike the school more is because of the town that the school is in, Oswego. Oswego is a very small town. A lot of people, when I say I go to, I'm in this town called Oswego, they don't even know what I'm talking about. Oswego is very small. There's not activities to do in Oswego. Like there's a movie theater, and that's really it. I think there's bowling too in this town, but that's really it. If me and like many other students, if you really want to do something, we go to like Syracuse. There's a whole lot more to do in Syracuse. But also too, Oswego's in the middle of like Syracuse and Rochester. So if you want to go to Rochester, you could go there. It's like an hour ride. They have Water Drum not too far, Watertown, going this way further north. And then like Buffalo, kind of like 2 hours, not too bad. And then Niagara Falls, 2 hours and like 20 minutes to get to. So if you have a car, that's kind of cool. You can maneuver and go to different places. But this town is very small. So whoever decides to come here, if you do not have a car, I would tell you your best bet is for food shopping, because in the dorms you can't do that much, but like stock up a lot on those, like little cookie packages or your oodles and noodles. yes, there's access to buses to get to Walmart and stuff, but sometimes it can be a little bit annoying. There's not a lot of Uber drivers out here. There's not a lot of food choices out here. But at the end of the day, like I tell anyone, you make the best out of what you have. So I've learned being in Oswego, you gotta make the best of what you're giving. You know, if you just sit here and mope all the time, like, stuff is not gonna brighten up. You know, I would just say to make connections with people, get to know people, but also in the process of that, doing that, stay true to yourself. But yeah, the school is not that big either of a campus. Like, it's not really hard to get around. You kind of figure out where each building is at literally in a day. If you took a day before classes started going around the buildings that you have. I also think the school has a really great art department. So if you're interested in art, I feel like it's really good. Like, it's really good. But yeah, that's pretty much for this video. It's kind of long, but it's useful. But ciao ciao, my loves.